was fucking really good.
Yo, how's it going, guys? It's Jay. Today, I'm going to be talking about my overall thoughts on Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War after playing it for a week. About a month ago, I made a video comparing the Black Ops Cold War beta to Modern Warfare 2019. And that video did fantastic. It got over 1,000 views and it got a ton of feedback both here and on Reddit. But with that feedback came a ton of hate for this game and a lot of support for Modern Warfare 2019. And in that, I realized there's just a huge division in the player base. Half of the player base thinks that Modern Warfare 2019 was the epitome of gaming. They think that mounting and doors were fantastic additions to the game, and it really made it a quality tactical shooter. And the other half of the player base believes that mounting and doors were absolutely miserable, and that's not how Call of Duty is supposed to be played. The game is not meant to be a tactical shooter. If you want that, go play Rainbow Six Siege. If you want an arcade-style shooter with an emphasis on kill streaks and gunplay, you play Call of Duty. That's what it's always been about. That's why people complain about things like the C4, because it takes no skill to just huck one around a corner and get a free kill. You see people screaming about it all the time. RPGs take no skill, you just shoot one on a wall, boom, there's your double kill. Shipment, anyone? So in this game, they change things like that. You can't use launchers against people, and if you do, Lord help you. In this game, perks are actually useful. Do you remember in Modern Warfare 2019, you get into a shipment lobby, and literally everybody would be throwing flashbangs and stun grenades, and you couldn't do anything about it. You put on Battle Hardened, but nothing changed, it didn't do anything. In this game, if you get stunned, you wave goodbye. You don't even grip your fucking rifle and fire back. You just wave goodbye, and it's over. You're done with. But you throw on that tac mask, and would you look at that? You grip the damn thing, you can still move. You're a little disoriented, but you can still spray them down. That's how it should be. Ghosts in Modern Warfare was disgustingly overpowered. It kept you off the minimap, which didn't work in the first place. It kept you off UAVs, off heartbeat sensors, and everything. That shit absolutely just wiped you off the face of the earth. You're Ted Kaczynski just hiding in the woods, okay? No one knows where you are, no matter what they do. Unless they see you with their eyes in your grimy little corner, you ain't getting spotted. In this game, on the other hand, Ghost only works if you're moving, planting a bomb, or controlling a kill streak. Which means, if you're sitting in a little rat's nest in the corner, like a little cockroach, they can still see you, and guess what? They're coming for you, alright? So you have to keep moving. You need to keep playing the objective, whatever it may be. You gotta keep moving. You can't just sit in a corner the whole game. And some people are upset about this. They say that they absolutely gutted Ghost. No, bro. They made it the way it's supposed to be. It's almost like the game developers didn't want us all just camping, waiting for 1 or 2 kills in a 10-minute game. If your games are going to time, you know your maps aren't designed well. Speaking of poorly designed maps, name a Modern Warfare map that you like. I'll wait. There's actually one map in that entire game that wasn't a remake that I enjoyed. Now, I think that was called Candor Hideout, and I think it was good for Search and Destroy because it had a long line of sight in the middle, and guess what? It was a 3-lane. Now, there was windows and there was a building that gave you perfect map control if you just got up there and put your little claymore down, but it was a half-decent map. I enjoyed playing on it. Then there was shit like Piccadilly and Azir Cave. Jeez, dude, if you like that, man, there's something wrong with you. You are some kind of deviant. You need to go get some help. If you go, my favorite map is Azir Cave. Please don't talk to me. Click off the video. The best map in this game, in my opinion, is Armada Strike. That's what you're seeing in the gameplay. I love it. I think it's a fantastic map. It's 3-lane, high and low, and it's just a lot of fun to me. The rest of the maps are genuinely pretty good, except for 2. I really don't like Garrison and Checkmate. I don't know why. I just don't like them personally, and sorry, I just don't. But then there's Miami. Miami got a ton of hate during the beta because it's not what Treyarch maps are supposed to be. While I agree with that, and Miami's not my favorite map, I don't think it plays too poorly. I think that Checkmate is a Modern Warfare map in disguise, with a lot of people just waiting under that plane, sitting behind boxes. Don't think that map flows well, and I don't think it matches this game. Now let's talk about sniper rifles, because during the alpha, the beta, and on release, all that anyone talks about is snipers being too fucking strong. During the alpha, we know snipers were too strong. We knew the nerf was coming. During the beta, I thought snipers were in a good place. On full release, though, snipers are a bit underwhelming. I personally think that the Pellington is a very well-balanced sniper. I feel like it's quite consistent, it's powerful, I like using it. But I don't think that the other two snipers stack up. I think the Pellington is reasonably fast, it's still very slow, but its consistency and the feel of the sniper is good enough to offset that. At this current moment, I don't think the LW6 stacks up against the Pellington at all. It's too slow for a very, very small increase in damage and bullet velocity that just isn't significant enough in 6v6. I think it needs to be sped up. I don't know how much so. I think if its ADS is 600, I'm not sure what it is. If its ADS is 600 base, it needs to go down to 5 to be usable. It has a detachable box magazine, that's definitely a big bonus, but there's no reason to pick the LW6 over this Pellington. It's not that much more consistent, it's not that much stronger, and it's much too slow. And then the M82, the 50 cal, the Barrett, it's too fucking slow. The 50 BMG requires you to hit them in the upper chest or head to one tap, but the R700 Pellington is firing probably a 308, and it has a better hitbox. I'll let you guys figure that one out. So I went and hopped on Modern Warfare yesterday, after a week straight of playing nothing but Cold War, and I used the AX50. Man, I tell you, that 50 cal has never felt so snappy. After sitting here trying to level that LW6 to get diamond snipers and eventually dark matter, man, it's so sad, it's tragic really, to look back at these guns that we used to deem too slow. So we used the CAR and the SPR, or even the Mark II, which was a hit marker machine. And for this slow gun, this gun that we used to consider much too slow to snipe with, to feel good and to feel fast, that's just heartbreaking really. I mean, these developers don't want to see snipers prosper. They really don't. And you know, the boys like Spratty and all them, they're always going to be better. They're always going to be better than you, man. And you see me running around with this Pellington and an MP5 in my back pocket, and I can compete. I top frag every lobby. You know, I've got over 1,000 kills with my Pellington. That's just about all I use, and it's just sad. It's sad to look at the state of sniping. It used to be a massive community. Back in the Modern Warfare 2 days, it wasn't a weird thing to get into a sniper lobby, and now in a game of combined arms, there's probably 3 snipers, and they're all hanging out in spawn. It's just depressing. All in all, on release, I think it's a great game. I think it's significantly better than Modern Warfare 2019, and I think it's a game that I'm going to enjoy for a while. I hope it lasts a whole year. I don't expect it to. I expect it to last about 7 months, which is pretty typical for a COD, but, you know, I'm hopeful. Its launch wasn't the greatest. The balancing of the MP5 and such, it wasn't the best. We all know this, but I don't know, man. I just think that this game is a good game overall. With that being said, I think you just saw me lose a 16 kill streak because my MP5 wasn't reloaded. I think I didn't slap the little charging handle down, so I dropped that 16 kill streak. I was so excited. I was like, oh dude, I'm just gonna accidentally drop a nuclear while I go for gold. I was so hyped, and then I just got absolutely dumped on. I haven't played, I don't think, any zombies yet because I've just been grinding camos. Let me know how it is. Should I be playing it? Is it better to level the guns in zombies and then come to multiplayer just to finish the camo challenges, or what? What's up with that? If you made it this far into the video, especially if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. I upload weekly. Drop a like, a comment, let me know what you think. I'd really appreciate it. We're at, I think, 37 subs, and I had over 1,000 views on my last Cold War video. It's a little weird. I have noticed a bug in Cold War where the voice chat just sounds super robotic. It's kind of weird. And then one last thing before I close it out. 5KD, by the way. Last thing, you'll see in this gameplay, I think, just weird cuts. I didn't edit this footage at all. I mean, I trimmed out that guy complimenting me at the end, but that's all. I'm like losing little frames in between, like 5-10 frames on the PlayStation 4, so I don't know what that's about. Hopefully I get the PS5 soon. Anyway, it's been Jay, guys. Deuces.